Hey you guys, welcome back to another virtual voice lesson. Okay, make sure that you have a notebook and pencil and a water bottle, and let's get started. Okay, today we are talking about belting. What? Finally, this is the technique that everybody wants to learn in musical theater is how do I belt? How do I sound like Alphaba? How do I sound like Sutton Foster and Gimme Gimme? How do I do it? Okay, well, I'll tell you, okay? So belt is a vocal technique that allows a singer to healthily project with more strength and volume in their upper register, okay? The sound is projected out the front and top of the head, not the throat. Repeat after me. Not the throat, okay? This is what belt is not. Belt is not yelling, screaming, or shouting. While the exercises may seem this way, it is not. Belting is a healthy way of projecting. If you lose your voice or strain it, then you're belting incorrectly, okay? So really, the biggest takeaway I want you to know about belt is that if you feel any sort of straining, if you lose your voice, stop immediately. That means you are unhealthily belting. Belting is a healthy projection of the voice up in that higher register. And I'm really, really excited to teach you some safe, healthy exercises that you can start in order to start building that belt. It's time to do some exercises. Okay, so while we're doing these exercises, some things to keep in mind. Make sure that you are really listening to your body, okay? Make sure that you are properly warmed up and make sure that you're not straining anything, okay? I've sort of, the past several videos I've been doing, I really hope that you can understand that breath control, good posture, and warming up correctly is really, really going to help you to be successful at these techniques and at these exercises, okay? So we're going to start with projection, okay? Really, I want you to make sure you take a nice deep breath and release. Make sure that you are really in tune with that breath control, okay? And we're going to do some heys, okay? We're going to go, hey! And make sure the hey is coming from the head, okay? Not the throat, the head. Hey! One more. Hey! Hey! Sorry, I meant two more. Okay, but really make sure as you're doing that, your stomach should be doing a lot of breath. So, hey! Hey! Do you see that expansion and everything in the stomach and the sides? That's what you need to have when you're doing these, okay? So we start with some hey, 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 okay? Now we're going to isolate just our nose, okay? And we're going to sound like Barbie. And we're going to say, that's my Barbie. Okay, say it with me. That's my Barbie. And when we say that, I really want you to make sure it's right here, really nasally. Okay, so remember when we were talking about mixed voice and how it was like shooting from our eyes? Okay, think about that, but like times a million, okay? That's my Barbie! My Barbie! My Barbie! Okay, so say that a few times and you should start to kind of feel where that space needs to be, okay? Awesome. So now we're going to do some tone stuff with our voice, okay? We're going to start with some why nots. And rather than singing it like, why not, why not, why? No, we're going to sing it really, really ugly. Why not? And it should be right here, coming out from your head right here. Here we go. Why not? 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 focused on making it whiny, I think is the best way to describe it. We're having that whiny. Why not? Why not? And again, we're not singing it, why not? Why not? We're singing it, why not? Why not? Okay? So that's the why not exercise. Okay. Now we're going to go, yeah. Okay? Again, also really nasty, also really nasally. Okay? Yeah. Again, is it coming from our throat? No. It's coming from our nasal cavity up through the head, okay? Yeah. Okay? So we shouldn't see any sort of tension here. We should be able to kind of even move our neck around. Yeah. Okay? We shouldn't feel stuck here. If you feel yourself getting really stuck here, then that is an issue. Okay? Okay, you guys, the last belt exercise I'm going to teach you is a nasal ah, okay? So when we're doing it nasally, we want to keep in mind that, again, we're coming from this part of our face and we're shooting at the top of our head, okay? I don't want you to think that it's coming from our throat. You know, I've hit on that point several times in the video, I know, but really the worst thing that you can do is have the belt or that sound come from your throat, because that is, even though it's our vocal cords that are making the sound, the actual resonance and the actual projection should not be coming from our throat. It should be coming from our head and from the upper register, really nasally, really bright, okay? So we're gonna yell, ah, okay? And make it very nasally, very bright. Keep in mind, I'm not going, oh, I'm going, ah. Do you hear the difference? Oh, ah, ah, So that is that exercise. Something I want you to keep in mind as you're doing these exercises is that it's going to sound weird, okay? So none of these exercises are meant for you to feel discouraged or anything. It's really supposed to get these, get us used to the placement and where we're feeling this sort of technique in our body, okay? So I know it sounds weird when we're singing, that's my Barbie, why not? I know it sounds really weird in our heads and, you know, it may feel kind of uncomfortable at first, but that's all part of the learning process. Obviously, when you're singing, for example, if I'm singing The Wizard and I, the wizard and I, obviously I'm not going to sing it nasally like that, but I can use the resonance and the technique I've learned to put it in that spot, but to give it more tone. So, the wizard and I. Do you kind of see? I just adjusted the vowel a little bit and you could see it's in that same spot, but obviously one sounds more nasally and one sounds more like the real deal. Okay, so keep that in mind when you're listening to yourself sing these things. When you can hear it in your head or you feel kind of dumb when you're doing it, just think this is helping you strengthen and it's helping you really help you get used to where the placement should be. And again, it should not be in the throat. That wraps up my video on belt. I hope you really enjoyed it. Again, if there's one thing you need to take away from it, it's not coming from the throat. It's a healthy projection that's coming from the top of your head and over. It is not coming from the throat. So be sure to really take those exercises that I taught you, apply it into your practice. Make sure you're always remembering that good breath control and strength, and make sure that you are always drinking a lot of water as well. Okay, and I'll see you in the next video.